Okay, so now we are going to talk about manage duplicate contacts and accounts. So duplicates happens regularly because when you are managing an organization, there is always an opportunity for duplicate records or contacts and accounts to be created, either accidentally or not accidentally, because data, especially when data is coming from multiple channels, right? Say data is coming from your website, forums, and then from shopping carts, and then from Pardot, from all over the places, and then manual entry over the phone, over the mail, postal mail. So those various point of entry or gates is a potential source of duplicate records. So we have to manage it. Managing this requires human intelligence. It is not possible to fully automate duplicate records or accounts. So this will require a human intelligence to process this, and let's get started. So to start, we have matching rules and duplicate rules. What are those? Matching rules are the rules that defines a duplicate record match. What are the rules that you want to say? If these rules are met, then consider them duplicates, right? Those are the matching rules, the rules of the matching. And the duplicate rules are the rules on what to do with it. So what do you want Salesforce to do when a match happens? How do you want to process these? Okay, so those are the main things that we are going to talk about: matching rules, duplicate rules, and then how to merge those records when they occur. So I'm going to go to my sandbox over here. Before we go there, let's go to the setup here. My setup. I'm going to close that. This is home. Oh, that's already set up. Never mind. So I'm going to go setup here, and then let's talk about matching rules first. Matching rules. So before you can set up the duplicate rules, you have to define the matching rules. So with NPSP, it comes out of the box with predefined matching rules. So let's discuss about that first. So for example, I'm going to click here, name and address. This is the matching rule. I'm going to click there to see. So I'm going to deactivate this. Alright, you can't deactivate if it's being used by duplicate rules. So let's deactivate everything so we can actually look how you can create or edit them. So first I'm going to deactivate all my duplicate rules that are active. So I'm going to sort this here. This is the sandbox, so it's okay for me to deactivate, right? And then I'm going to go back here, deactivate this one, deactivate. The last one is this one. I'm going to deactivate as well. Now I can deactivate the matching rules. Let's deactivate everybody. Okay. Alright. Deactivate because this is a copy of the production org. It's active. So I'm going to hit edit here. So name and address matching rule. What is this? There you go. So the matching is on the contact object. This is just the name. This is the description. So here, what field do you want to use for this matching criteria? So we are matching the first name, the last name, and the city and the zip code, right? So if this all match, because it's all AND, right? You can customize your logic by adding a filter logic here. So you can get fancy and customize that. So first name is called fuzzy first name. What does fuzzy means? It means it's a smart match. For this example, as you can see, it's using fuzzy example for these names. Roberto, I think, and Robert. What did I saw that? I just saw here. Roberto, maybe it also matches with Bob or Robertus and whatever. It's fuzzy, so it matches, right? That's fuzzy. That's what it means. So you can do a fuzzy or an exact. Just two options. Exact means it has to be exactly matching. So the first name is fuzzy match. So it can be Robert, Roberto. I don't know about Bob. Maybe it's smart enough to know Bob is the short of Robert. So, and then the last name has to be exact. So it's not a fuzzy last name. The last name has to be exactly matching. So if the last name of a two contact, one is Homer Simpson and the second one is Homer Simpsons with an S, it will not match. Okay, and then you can check the box match blank fields or not. So that's it. So let's keep it as it is. So first name is fuzzy. Robert, Roberto, Robertus is the same. Last name has to be exactly matching, and then the city has to exactly match, and the zip code has to exactly match. So this is name matching and address. It matches, right? So I'm gonna save this guy, and then let's activate this. Activate that and hit OK. Now I'm going to go to the next matching rule, which is name and email. So name and email, I'm going to hit edit the first, and then it's just first name still fuzzy, last name is exact match, and email it's also exact. We don't want a fuzzy email. That would be bad. Okay, so I'm going to save this guy as well, and I'm going to activate that and see. Let's see what's the other one there. Name and phone. Okay, this is good as well. I'm going to edit name and phone. So fuzzy first name, last name exact, and then the phone has to exactly match. One difference will not match yet. So those are the matching rules that we have. All right. So name and address, name and email, and name and phone, and both or all of them are using fuzzy first name and exact for the other fields. So now the rules of the duplicate rules. Okay, the duplicate rules. So we have 3 of these which were active. Let's see name and address. So name and address here. So let's click edit so we can see what you can do. Rule name is name and address. Here, object, record level security. Do you want to bypass sharing rules or enforce sharing rules? What does that mean? Here, scroll up a bit. So enforce sharing rules means the matching rule compares only records that the user has access to, right? So that means you enforce the sharing rule. So for example, me, Jimmy, I have read access to just the other Homer Simpson, not the other one, you know. So I won't see it as a duplicate, right? That's pretty straightforward, right? So bypass sharing rules mean the matching rule compares all records, whether I have access to that record or not, whether I can see that contact or I cannot see. Salesforce will always say, hey, there is a potential duplicate for this contact. So I'm going to bypass for now. So allow on create or not. Do we want to allow or not. We can see how this works, okay? So let's say for now I will not allow. I want to block. Same thing with edit, block, right? So this is name and address. You know what? We don't want to spend too long. Let's just play with name and email. Or actually, let's play with this as well. I don't mind showing you how it can work. So okay, let's just take our time slowly here. So I'm gonna block it for now, and I'm gonna show you how it works. Okay, so we're gonna block it, right? So we're gonna block it, and then compare contacts with another contacts. You can compare with other objects, but now we want to compare contacts with contacts, of course. Matching rule. Which matching rule do we want to use? This. Okay, so the criteria is this based on the matching rule. Okay, field mapping selected. So conditions, this is the condition when you want for this duplicate rule to happen. So if the duplicate contact is okay, not equals to true. This is our own process. We have a checkbox that say duplicate contact is okay, meaning that person wants two separate contacts for them, maybe one for the church, the second is his or her personal record, the third one is for her business, maybe. So duplicates are okay. So we don't want to keep merging those over and over. So this is how we do it. We have a checkbox saying duplicate contact is okay. So if this field is not equals to true, meaning it's not checked, then please process this duplicate rule. Okay, let's save. So this is save and activate. So when we create duplicate contacts, right, and it matches name and address, it will block it. It will not allow it. So let's actually test this out. So if I go here and I say contacts, okay, let's do Roberto Simpson. Okay, I'm going to create one Roberto Simpson, general contact over here, and I'm going to say Roberto Simpson, right? But the address match requires city and zip code, right? Postal code. So we need to put that in. Otherwise, the duplicate matching rule will not trigger. So the city is Springfield. The postal code 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 7. So I'm going to save this, right? This is safe. So we have Roberto. Is it Roberto Simpson? I forgot already. I think Roberto Simpson. So it takes a few seconds for it to save. Come on. And then I'm going to create a new one. It's going to be called Robert Simpson. So Roberto Simpson is created. Okay, don't mind about all these broken images because the resources is not there. So I'm going to go to contacts again. Now I'm going to make another one which is Robert Simpson. It will not allow it. Alright. So if I create a new one, same thing, Robert Simpson. Now this one is Roberto. The first one now it's Robert. It's just Robert, right? But the Simpson exactly match. And then the city is also Springfield. And what else? The city and the postal code is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this should get blocked if I want to save. You can't save this record because a duplicate record already exists. To save, use different information. You can view duplicates here. There. This is the matching one. So you can open this contact. So you see how it is blocking, right? Because a duplicate is detected. So what if you have all kinds of automations going on? You have automations, orders coming in from your shopping cart, from Pardot forms, from other forums, campaigns, all going into your Salesforce, this will break a bunch of processes because it will block it. The door is closed. You are not allowing it to create any new record, so it will block it whenever it finds a match. Your process, your automation process will stop there, will be broken. So that's why in our own org we do not want this. We want to allow the creation of duplicate contacts, but we want to be alerted about it. Okay, so if I hit cancel here, and now, oh, we changed our mind, our process breaks now. It doesn't go in. Everything is stopped. So let's first deactivate this, and then edit. And then now we are going to say, all right, just allow them, all right? Allow them on where? Just on report or alert, okay? So what's the difference? If you also have an alert, it will also stop an automation process. It will still stop them. Your automated process will still be broken because the alert triggers an error. So the automation process will see an error saying, use one of these records. Say, what? Why is it broken? Use one of these records? It keeps saying that because you alerted. So let's show it on what happens on the user interface anyways, okay? I'm going to hit save there. And I'm going to activate. And now if we create another Homer or Roberto Simpson, I'm going to new one. It will allow it, but it will have an alert. Create or not create. Robert Simpson. It still needs to match the city, which is Springfield. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now if I save, here, the record you are about to create looks like a duplicate. Open an existing record instead. See, you have an alert. Now this alert will break or stop your automation process because this alert presents an error, right? It will stop it. That's why on our own org we do not even want an alert. We just say report it, and we list them as a report, which I will show you, and then we will actually merge those duplicates. So we assign staff members to regularly check the duplicate records and manage them, merge them if necessary. So I'm gonna save this anyways. It's just an alert. You can still save it. Boom. I say whatever. Pretend I'm reckless staff. Whatever. I just wanna get the work done. Whatever. So now you go collect. Oh, you got masked, dude. This is the same guy actually, right? But the staff is ignorant enough to say whatever, and then they keep creating the records. It's the same thing. Now there's the difference. What if you just say, oh, just alert it, and not even alert it, just report it. So when you actually don't alert it, all your automation process, it will work flawlessly. It will not get stopped midway because there is no error or alert going on, right? So I'm going to take off the alert now. I'm going to save, and then that's it. Now if I create another one, say Robbie Simpson, maybe, yeah, it should allow it. Or even if I create exactly the same thing, it will still allow it. So I'm gonna create a new one. Let's name it exactly the same thing, so you can see it's going to allow it. Robert Simpson again. Put the same Springfield city. Springfield 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It will not show an alert. It will show nothing. It will just create it, but it will be reported. Okay. So it's just creating it, right? But now you have 3 of the same person because they exactly live in the same city. They exactly live in the same postal code. and the name are the same. So this is an example of the name and address. So name and email is basically the same, but it's checking the email field and it's checking the phone field. So I don't have to repeat the whole processes. You will understand that, right? So let's say I'm just going to activate this and then duplicate rules. I'm also gonna activate this, name and phone, activate that. Whoops. Oh, the matching rule is not active. Matching rule, name and email, or name and phone is not active. Activate that. Now you can activate the name and phone. So basically now it's all active. So if the phone also matches, it's gonna stop the same way as if the email matches, it's also gonna stop the same way. Let's try it like a practice so you know. Let's create Bart Simpson. Okay, we don't put an address, it's just Bart Simpson. So Bart Simpson have an email of bartzone.io. Okay, I'm going to save. So it's just the email, right? But let's see the duplicate rules for name and email. Name and email, I wanna actually, maybe just to show you, I want to alert it. Okay, so you know it's going to be alerted, that the system knows is a potential duplicate. So I just saved this name and email match and I just alerted it. So now if I go a new contact here, let's name it Barto Simpson. It's a fuzzy match. It's gonna still match as long the email match. Bart Son. Email is an exact match on our rule, so it will exactly have to match. Save. See? The contact you are about to create looks like a duplicate. Few duplicates, you can see it. Bart Simpson is already there. Alright, so I'm gonna cancel. Let's not create a duplicate. This is a responsible staff. It's not a whatever staff, whatever, like that, right? So, I think we've covered that. Now it's time to merge some contacts. Alright, so let's see, make sure we don't skip stuff. So activate, we've done that, right? And then how duplicate management work, we've seen this. You can block it, you can alert it, you can report it. So what is the report, right? Okay, we've done this here. Few duplicates, 2 potential duplicates. This is on the contact record as well here. So merge contacts. We have a contact merge tab there. Okay, contact merge tab, which you can access from here. From over here, contact merge, not the old one. Okay, see all duplicate contact found using the matching rules. Tell me more. See duplicate contacts here. This is the first one, duplicate record set. So this is the first duplicate matches, 3 record count, name and address, Roberto Simpson. So you click there. Okay, this is the matches, but then I think you have to click pick. Okay, click here again, click pick. There. Okay, so you want to select, let's merge everybody and hit next. Pick the winning contact. So who is the winner? What does that mean? The winner is the one you want to keep. Which one do you want to keep out of these 3? So if you hit select all the values are chosen here. Okay, so you want to choose which one is the winner. So because this is a sample blank record, there is not much to see. But if you have a lot of information already, you can compare. Oh, this is the more complete record. Usually the older one is the more complete. The newer one is the duplicate just created, right? So usually you want to keep the old one, and then when you see a newer information, which is a better, fresh information of the newly created record, then you might want to choose that information. So because this is an example, we don't have much to choose from. Let's see, what can we choose? Maybe I want to choose this one. Just for an example, it doesn't even make sense, okay? So once you do that, you can hit merge. Boom, it's irreversible. Make sure you know what you're doing, dude. Don't just start pressing buttons. Ooh, look at that. Delete failed. Account triggered after delete caused by... Oh, we have the LRS, so it's a pretty complicated org here because our sandbox has a bunch of stuff going on. But that's the actual process. When you hit merge, it's going to merge the contacts and you're done. So it failed because my training org is a pretty complex org. It's not clean and it's not out of the box. It's heavily configured. That's why it failed, unless I have to fix stuff first. All right. So without so let's move on. We've done that. We've done the merge and we're done. Why is it critical to reduce or eliminate duplicate records? It reduces insomnia, improves user adoption, it makes reporting more accurate, it keeps, no, it's B and C, right? Improves user adoption and it makes reporting accurate. What's the recommended tool for merging? Well, NPSP contact merge tool. That's it. I'll see you on the next one. Bada bing, bada boom. Woohoo! We have completed a new badge. Hit that subscribe button and explore new trailhead grounds and learn to implement the most useful and popular apps on the Salesforce App Exchange. And do yourself a favor, like this video, and you'll be surprised on how much more you understand when watching this same video after liking it. Don't take my word. Watch this one more time after you like the video and see it for yourself. Bada bing, bada boom.